You've probably heard about the Sascha Riley tapes on Substack. The interviews, the allegations, the media attention starting to build. But what if I told you this story didn't start there? It started years earlier, buried on the internet, in posts almost nobody saw. This is It's Not Satire, reminding you that sometimes the strangest stories don't appear out of thin air. They simmer quietly behind the scenes until one day, suddenly everyone is watching. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to my channel. If you go back far enough, you'll find posts from an account under the name Sascha Barros, who uses they, them pronouns, dating back to 2021-2022. Long before any Substack article, long before any journalists got involved. In those posts, they were already making serious and highly controversial claims, mentioning they had appeared in films as a child, naming public figures, describing events, naming his adoptive father and mother, and saying they had tried to report them. At the time, almost no one was listening. The posts got limited engagement, a few replies, and some skepticism. And then they just sat there. On Facebook, Sascha began to post more details. This time the post became longer, more detailed, more personal. He provided more details about his time appearing in movies as a child. He described more details about public figures and health records to corroborate his story. He described his attempts to go to authorities and discussed how his adoptive dad came across to authorities to avoid scrutiny, and his frustration with not being believed. Again, these posts existed publicly for years, without breaking into the mainstream. No major media coverage, no viral moment, just a trail of content slowly building in the background. Then, in late 2025, everything changed. A Substack article was published by Lisa Noel Volding, featuring recorded interviews and testimony. Suddenly, this wasn't just a series of posts anymore. It was structured, packaged, amplified. The article included audio recordings, a broader narrative, and claims that tied everything together into a much larger story. And this time, people paid attention. These audio recordings included Sascha's personal testimony about very notable public figures. To learn more about these allegations, please check out the Sascha Riley playlist on my profile, which dives into Sascha's testimony in more detail.
Oh, I just got off of a 3-hour live where we had over 8,000 people coming and going, watching with us as we listened to the testimony from Epstein victim, Sascha Riley.
But here's where things get complicated. None of these claims have been independently verified, and as the story spread, it quickly became controversial. Some people believed it needed serious investigation, others dismissed it entirely, and many were left somewhere in the middle, watching, trying to figure out what was real and what wasn't.
I listened to all of the Sascha Riley tapes, and god damn, I've been hesitant to talk about Sascha Riley because their testimony and these audios are unverified. And I don't want to be out here spreading misinformation or disinformation. So I decided to see if I could find this Sascha Riley online and see if I could find any information about them.
Fast forward to 2026, and the story starts gaining traction again, this time on Threads, where Sascha becomes increasingly active, posting updates, responding to questions, and sharing more details about what's happening behind the scenes. He mentions interviews, ongoing conversations with journalists, and potential media coverage. At one point, he confirms an interview process involving a reporter connected to MS Now, including Brandy Zadrozny. Now, for the first time, the story is moving beyond social media and toward mainstream investigation. But just as things start to gain momentum, the story fractures. Lisa Noelle Volding publicly announces that her team is no longer working with Sascha, citing disagreements over safety, security protocols, and how the situation should be handled. At the same time, Sascha continues posting, saying he wants to move forward, even if it means doing so independently. What was once a unified narrative is now split into two different directions, and that raises a new question. Not just about the claims, but about the people behind them. And maybe the most interesting part of all of this isn't just the claims themselves. It's how a story like this evolves, from ignored posts to a Substack feature to potential mainstream coverage, all in the span of a few years. So the question is, how does something go from the margins of the internet to the center of attention? And what happens next if the story keeps growing? If you want more breakdowns like this, you know what to do, because in stories like this, the next chapter is usually the most important one.